Welcome, Leo, to Golden Leaf Tarot. This is a reading for January 15th through the 21st, the third week of a 5-week month. And we're going to jump right in. This is so crazy. I was literally connecting to your energies, Leo. I wish I would have said this before I pulled the card, but I heard Leo's going through heartbreak, and I'm so sorry to hear and feel this energy. I feel like you've been going through a lot of pain and suffering. But what I'm hearing in your energy is that you are moving out. Like, that's actually, you're still feeling the pain. You've been going through this for a while. You've been going through a lot of different things, challenges, obstacles, painful endings. Some of you may have even experienced losses in your life, in your family. I'm feeling like there is a new beginning that you've already started. You were in a place in the recent past of just a stuck energy of not knowing how to get out of this feeling of pain and move forward. But I feel like recently, very, very recently, you've moved out. You've moved out of this stuck energy. What you have in your above you is the High Priestess. You're starting to listen to your intuition. You're really feeling like you can think clearly now and feel, not just like know intuitively or intellectually, but feel what's going on, what to do, how to move forward, how to get out of this. And I'm also like, what your recent past is the Death card. Something happened, some painful ending happened, and you're feeling this heartbreak. You're just feeling it. And what's crossing you right now, what's below you is the Hierophant. You're learning lessons. You're really learning some spiritual lessons, to be honest with you. This feels like a big, big move. Like, look, we've got 3 major arcana here. We've got the High Priestess, the Death card, and the 3 of Swords. And that's a massive, the Hierophant, the Death card, and the High Priestess. These are all major arcana. So that means that you're going through a really big new beginning. Death is about death and rebirth. So that means that recently you've gone through something painful. You've gone through something that was an ending, and endings are never, they never feel very good, especially paired with the 3 of Swords. However, you're moving out of it. You're listening to your intuition. You may have a mentor or an older, someone very wise that is helping you get through this. That's what I'm feeling, is like somebody is coming in and is helping you, that is a trusted teacher, mentor, advisor, and you're learning about love and wisdom. The roses and the lilies on this card represent love and wisdom and balancing both. And the Hierophant has learned how to master love and wisdom. And you are learning how to do that. You're setting really clear boundaries, and you are cutting out things that no longer serve you, which is up front, coming up in your near future, the Ace of Swords. You're done with things that are draining your energy. What I'm hearing is you are finding joy. And you're out of this, you want to move out of this 3 of Swords. You want to move out of this constant cycle of pain. You want to move out of this constant cycle. And so you are clearly cutting out things that are no longer serving you. You're done. And that is because you are listening to your inner voice. You are hearing that High Priestess inside of you, whether male or female. And I'm telling you, the High Priestess paired with the Hierophant. So that's like above you, that's inside. And then the Hierophant is like a teacher or guide that's coming to help you in this earthly plane. And this is you intuitively just knowing what to do. And what I love about this is the High Priestess has pomegranates behind her. That symbolizes abundance. You are learning how to find your own abundance, which is joy. Abundance isn't just about money. It's about finding your joy. And that is what I'm feeling for you. You are tired of being in this painful cycle. I'm feeling like you've been in a lot of repetitive cycles where you've just constantly repeated the same thing over and over. And you're like, no, I'm done. I'm cutting out. I love this Ace of Swords. You're like, I'm starting fresh. I'm starting all over. I'm new beginning, and I see so clearly what I'm supposed to do, and I'm done. I'm not going to be in this 3 of Swords energy. But what your challenge is, what's crossing you, let's see. What's crossing you? The Queen of Wands. Woo! So your challenge is, I don't know if this is you or if it's someone around you, but you've got some powerful So like the Queen of Wands is my favorite card in the deck. So I'm actually not bad. Like I love this card. The thing about the Queen of Wands, she's got this black cat. And back then when they wrote these tarot cards, the black cat symbolized bad luck. And the Queen of Wands, and the purpose of this card is like she doesn't care. She doesn't care what anybody thinks of her. And that's what's crossing you. You're at this point where you just don't care. You're like, I don't care what anyone thinks of me anymore. I'm tired of that. I'm cutting it out. I'm cutting out all of the fake shit, as they say, the fake ish. And I'm like, no, I'm the Queen of Wands. I'm going to be in my Queen of Wands fiery energy. What I would say is find some balance, right? Listen to your intuition and learn from your teachers. Ask for guidance on when it's appropriate to use that fiery Queen of Wands, I don't care what other people think of me energy. I'm going to tell you, I personally struggle with this because I'm like, I love to be in the Queen of Wands energy, even though I'm a Capricorn, but I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart, which is Queen of Wands is a Sagittarius card. So what I'll say is you've got that fiery Queen of Wands energy, which is so good for you. That's what's crossing you. So it's not a bad challenge. You're just in your element. You're in your fire element. And you're like, I'm on my throne and I'm good and I'm moving on. Just balance that fiery thing with, ask your teacher, ask your mentor, your guides, find yourself a mentor if you don't have one. Maybe you need a coach. All right, let's see. So how you're showing up, you're in the 9 of Cups energy. Beautiful energy. You are satisfied. You have gotten all of your wishes coming true, right? You're in your like, I'm good. I'm good. This is very much like the 9 of Wands. That's how I'm feeling it intuitively. You're like, I've gotten everything that I need, and I've gotten my wishes coming true. Like I'm moving into a place of abundance and into a place of emotional fulfillment. I'm not going to be in this place anymore. This is where you are. You're like, I'm not in this 3 of Swords anymore. I'm moving out of this, and I want to move into the 9 of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment. You're like, no, I'm moving out of this energy. I don't want to be in it anymore. And I'm going to harness my inner fire, my inner I don't care what anybody thinks of me, and I'm going to do what I want to do, right? And so how you're showing up to others is the 3 of Cups. And so you're showing up to others is very social. You're really connecting with tribe, with friends, with kin, maybe with loved ones, with I'm feeling like you're getting a new tribe, like a new group of friends, like maybe you've met some new people and you're really celebrating. The 3 of Cups is a celebration energy. And so you're really celebrating the fact that you're moving out of this 3 of Swords energy. You're like, God, I love this reading for you. So Leo, you are celebrating with your friends, this emotional fulfillment. Your cups are overflowing, and that's how people are seeing you right now. All right. What are your hopes? You want justice. You want things to be, gosh, this is so many major arcana. You have justice coming in, right? Like you're like, I just want things to be fair and just. I want my life to be in balance. I want my life to have peace. I don't want to be in this heartbreak energy. I want to cut out things that no longer serve me. Notice this justice. Look at how he's holding that sword that was just gifted to him from the creator. Now he's got it in his hands and he's like, I'm holding the sword. Thank you for this gift. Now it's me. I'm holding it and I'm going to hold this and I'm going to be fair in my life. And notice that red color. He is fiery too. So it's a card of Libra, but it's also, to me, it's like he is in this fire element too of like, he's like the Queen of Wands where he's like, I don't really care what people think. I'm going to do what I believe is right and true and just. And so that's what I'm intuitively feeling for you in this card. All right, final outcome for Leo. Ooh, man. All right. 2 of Pentacles. Interesting. So you got the 2 of Pentacles. So you are, maybe this is a work situation where you've lost a job or you're moving on to a new job or you're just shifting your entire industry. Like maybe you've been doing something your whole life and you just said, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm cutting it out. I don't like this environment for myself. And I want something fair and just that fits my vibration. And now you're about to be busy. So the final outcome is you're about to be very busy and you're going to do it just well, because what he's doing is he's juggling these 2 pentacles very well. He can juggle both things and he's busy and he's got a lot of things he's juggling, but he's doing it well. And notice it's an infinity sign, so you're all good. So this is your final outcome. Your final outcome is you are going to be juggling things just fine. You're going to have plenty of things coming towards you. Maybe you don't have a job right now. Maybe you don't have, whether it's love, romance, friends, whatever it is. I feel like there's a couple situations going on for you, Leo. It's not just about work. I feel like there's something, there's a couple of things. It could be family, it could be love, it could be work and love. I'm feeling like it's more than one thing. I just felt like I needed to pull another card for this Two of Pentacles. We've got the Queen of Cups. So again, going back to this emotional fulfillment card, this is about, if it's about work, it's not really about work. It's about being emotionally fulfilled at work, finding joy in what you do. This is the energy that you're living in right now, which is justice for you. Justice for you is, I want to do something that makes me feel good, that's for me, that I believe in, that satisfies my soul. So let's clarify. I want to clarify the Three of Swords because, again, I don't think that's the energy. I think you're still like living in the residue of that energy, but I think that Three of Swords energy is what you've been going through for a while and you're moving out of it, even though you're still feeling it a little bit. I'm sure you still have your moments where you're like, man, I'm feeling that painful heartbreak of the death that just recently happened. And death doesn't have to be a person. Could be, but it could be death of a job, death of a way of being, a death of a way of life that you've always lived. I mean, come on, it could be so many things, but it's also rebirth. Wow. So we've got the Moon and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you have been through it. Look at how she is in agony. And the Moon it's like, it symbolizes darkness and light. And so you've been through the darkness and you have come to the light. Once the moon is full, it's so bright. You can see so clearly in the dark, but the steps are it's ever so easy to fall and stumble in the dark when the moon is not very bright. And so it can be a very confusing energy, this Moon card. It's very watery. It's ruled by Cancer. And then you've got the Nine of Swords, which is, you have been in agony. It's like you've been just in a nightmare, a never-ending nightmare. But again, you are moving out of this energy and moving into this Ace of Swords, this beautiful, and then the Three of Cups, celebration, fulfillment, happiness, joy, justice. Like, your ending cards are amazing. This is such a good reading. So to clarify for you, you are out of this energy. You're moving out. So you're still living a little bit in that energy, but I'm telling you, you're going into emotional fulfillment, your celebration with your friends. You're already in that energy. You're going to be continuing to build on that energy. And the final outcome here is going to be the Queen of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. I'm feeling very strongly that you're moving out of that energy. You might even be moving out of a home. I want to clarify I want to clarify the death. Let's clarify the death for Leo. I think you already know. You know, Leo, you know what just happened. You know what was a painful ending. And you know what you're starting now. All right. Yeah. See, Six of Cups. So this could have to do with your inner child. This could have to do with a family or loved one. But it could have to do with a past relationship, a past job, but anything that used to give you fulfillment and no longer does. Another card that came out was the Four of Cups. It's like it used to give you satisfaction and now you're just not satisfied anymore. And so it's kind of like it's over, right? Whatever it is. All right, let's clarify the High Priestess. Death and rebirth. So this is the Scorpio card, and the Scorpio is a very intuitive sign. It's all about intuition. And so there may be a Scorpio in your life that's really impacting you right now, or you may have a lot of Scorpio in your chart. But when I think about death and rebirth, you're like inner knowing. And again, death, it's just clarifying that you're going through a painful ending, but it's about the rebirth of it all, right? And your High Priestess, your inner intuition, that's what the High Priestess symbolizes. Is your inner knowing is like, it's time to move on. And you know what to do. And you know that this has been a painful ending, and you know what the lessons are. The High Priestess is all about the lessons that you've learned. It's about initiation into something new, right? A new way of being. Ace of Pentacles, something brand new, right? And then remember, I said that this Hierophant, what I'm reading intuitively, it symbolizes somebody here on earth, a teacher, a new job, and something earthly that you're starting new. But I feel like it's a teacher that's teaching you about some sort of new spirituality, or maybe a coach that's helping you in a new job, something like that. And that's the Ace of Pentacles is clarifying that, which is perfect. Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning in the material world, and that can represent so many different things materially. It doesn't just have to be money. Now, for the Ace of Swords, you got the Hermit. You're at this place. You're like, okay, I know. I have learned my lessons. I've climbed the mountain. Now I've got the star. I've captured the star, the healing. I have healed. So the star card comes before this. It's about healing. And the Hermit now has the star in his lantern in the original deck. And he is sitting there from a mountaintop where he has learned all the lessons, and he can look down and see from high above and see all the things that happened and how they played a role in his healing and in his journey. And now he is about to move forward because he has learned all those lessons. That's where you are. You're in hermit mode, where you're just like, okay, I've learned and it's time to move on. 10 of Swords. So this painful ending, you had the 9 of Swords earlier. 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. This painful ending is giving you this new beginning of emotional fulfillment. You had to go through this. 10 of Swords is good to me because it means it's done. It's dead, done, over with. We are done. We are moving on. And you are bound. Look at this harvest. She is moving to a new place where she can actually have a beautiful harvest. She is moving from a place that was barren, that was no longer bearing fruit for her. And she is out into this place. She's moving into a new place of abundance. All right. And the Sun card for the 3 of Cups. You are celebrating and you are in your element. This is beautiful. The Sun is just the best card in the deck. It's the most healing card in the deck. You are healing from this place. And look what we got. For Justice, we got the Hierophant. I mean, I'm telling you, the place that you need to be is with a teacher. Like, you are learning new lessons. You are leveling up to a higher plane. Like, notice this steps. In ancient traditions, the ladder and the steps that ascend upwards talk about ascending up in the Kundalini. Whether you're shamanic practices, you're going up into the upper realms and non-ordinary reality. Like, there's so many concepts here, but it's moving up into higher levels of knowing and being intuitively in yourself. And it's all about finding that joy within. You're finding that joy within. Look how happy he is, because you are ascending into, you're leveling up. You're leveling up. Leo, you are moving up. All right, let's clarify this 2 of Pentacles and Queen of Cups dual energy. It's fitting, right? 2 of Pentacles with the dual energy. Ooh, lots of cards put up for this one. I mean, you are just getting so many duplicate cards. The High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. So you've got the Ace of Swords twice. You've got the High Priestess twice. You've got the Death card twice, the Hierophant twice. I mean, you have so many. This is. I don't know how else to say that this is such a powerful reading for you. Wow, Leo. Like, I don't know how much more clarification you need. When you see cards that come up twice, it's like the universe saying, hey, I told you, and I'll tell you again, and I'll tell you again, and I'll tell you again, because I meant it. All right, so the next, I like to do 3 things. I like to tell, all right, I like to get messages from your inner self, from your shadow, from that part of you this week that needs to heal and grow and learn. What do you need to heal this week to move forward and to create abundance in your life and joy and the things that you're wishing for in your life? Then I do a card of what do you have to help you with that on this earthly plane. Now, on this earthly plane, there are lots of realms of reality. You've got spirit helpers, many helpers on the earth. Gaia is here to help you. So what energies and spirits and helpers can you call on to help you heal this thing? And then the last message I'll give you, the 3rd card I'll pull here, is messages from your helpers, from your guides, from the upper realms, from your angels, ancestors, whatever you believe in. There are messages from the divine. So, first card, what do you need to heal? What does Leo need to heal on the inner child, that 6 of Cups healing energy that we pulled earlier? What does Leo need to heal to get what Leo needs this week to move up that ladder of ascension in the Hierophant card? Ooh. I pulled 3 cards. I never do this. I don't like to do this, but I'm doing it. The first one is the ancient ones. It's saying you need to call on your ancestors. Look at your ancestral roots and not look at the bad, but look at the good. We tend to look at our ancestors and like think about the bad traits they gave us, or at least I do. And I heard someone say we should start like channeling those things that they gave us that were good, because they gave us good and bad, right? And so call on the ancient ones, call on your ancestors and your guides to help you. The next energy I pulled for you is water. There's a lot of fire energy, and you're trying to get to this place of the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups. And so it's telling you to call on some water energy. You need to be in the flow more, and it's really hard for fire signs. I have 3 planets in Sagittarius. I know what it's like to be super fiery. A lot of my planets are in the 5th house, which is ruled by Leo, which is, fire, fire, fire. So I know what this means. It's like be the water, not the stone. And so every time an obstacle is flown into your path, be the water and be fluid. What I tend to do is I like to fiery, fight or flight, get at it. And it's what I'm hearing is be in the beauty way. And so water, beauty way, ancient ones will help you. These are beautiful cards for you. And beauty way, notice there's a dragonfly, so you can call on that dragonfly energy to help you transform. Dragonfly is always also about transformation, new beginnings. And so there's in ancient in the shamanic cultures, it's about being in warrior way versus beauty way. And so what this is saying is call on water, call on your ancestors, and don't go the warrior way, the warrior path, which is the harder path. Go the beauty way, which is about love and wisdom. Remember what I said about the Hierophant? It's about balancing love and wisdom. And that's what you're starting new. Okay? So that's what you're needing to heal internally. On the bottom of this deck, there's the Jaguar. So you can call on that Jaguar energy if you're into that. All right. What helpers do you have in the earthly realms that can help you with this? What do you have? What are you going to have this week that's going to come to you, that's going to help you? What I love about this is you can call on Eagle Spirit. Woo, that's a powerful energy. So you can call on Eagle Spirit because you want freedom. That's what you want. That's what I'm hearing. You want to be free from the chains of the Nine of Swords, that constant nightmare that you've been in, the constant death and rebirth cycle. You want to be done with that. And so freedom is that Ace of Swords energy, that justice energy. You're like, I'm done. I'm cutting out those things that no longer serve me, and you have Eagle Spirit to call on to help you with that. All right? So what do your guides want to tell you? Your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, higher spirit. Let's see. What is the great mystery? Great spirit, your higher knowing, your high priestess, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, messages from your ancestors. Unbound. Wow. I mean, if that doesn't fit. Releasing old soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Oh my God. You're cutting it out. You're stopping the cycle. What did I say at the beginning? I feel like you're in a cycle that you need to stop and you want to end, and you are moving out of that. You're unbound. And that's what your spirit helpers are telling you. You're moving out of this moon energy. You're moving out of this moon energy because you are cutting those cords with that Ace of Swords. Congratulations. This is a powerful energy. I'm telling you, you are in a massive transformation right now. I don't think this is just going to be 1 week. I will say, like, this is typically going through this many major arcana cards and this much transformation is a lot. But I'm so, the energy here feels like freedom. It feels like you're cutting those chains, you're cutting those cords, and you're moving on. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read for you. I will see you next week.